Hi sewing buddies, welcome everyone to another exciting video in which I will be sewing another stylish top and trouser from the leftover pieces of my kameez. So I'm sewing this top and trouser for my 1-year-old. So let's begin with some cutting actions. First, I will put my two long fabric pieces on top of each other and then I will make a fold. And after that, I will make another fold. So now I have 17 inches length and I'm not going to add any more length, but if you'd like to add more length, then you can definitely add contrast fabric or the white lace or any trim or some kind of border. So I am taking all the bold prints for the front. When kids eat or drink something, they drop stuff on their clothes. So if you have like a bold prints at the front, so it won't be like shown that much. So that's the only reason I took the bold prints at the front and the lighter prints at the back. So it's entirely up to you if you want to take, if you want to do vice versa. Now let's start some marking. As you can see, I have very limited fabric, so I decided to make a panel top. Now for the bottom, I am taking whatever width I have, which is 6 inches in my case. But if you have more fabric, then it would be better to take more because you would have like more flare at the bottom of your dress. And for the top, I am marking on the midpoint of the fabric, which is 3 inches. Now let's do some maths. Whatever is your chest measurements, add 3 inches into it and divide it by the number of panels you want to add. I will just start marking, and I'm marking on the 1.75 inches from the middle on either side, and then I will from the top I will mark on 8 inches, and this is where I will mark for the waist. On the waist, I am again marking the midpoint, and then from here, from the midpoint, I'm marking 2 inches on either side, but I will trim it a little bit to give it a more fitted look. So after that, join all the marks and cut them. You have to make sure while you're cutting your pieces that all the pattern is on one side. So make sure if you have your if your fabric has a pattern, then you have to work with it. After cutting the back pieces, I will mark on 1 centimeter or 0.25 inches inwards around the waist area to give it a more fit and flare look, and this is totally optional. Next, I will join all the pieces and make sure sew them all from the top. So all the panels are equally stitched. As I told you earlier that I don't have enough fabric to make more panels, I decided to add the fabric on the side so it would be easy for me when I'm going to mark them on and cut on them. I just basically follow the shape of my panel and cut accordingly, and this way it would be easier for me to sew. And then I will just join the side pieces. And I will iron them and make sure all the seams are inside. And now it's time to do the markings and the measurements I took. Shoulders 4.5 inches, armhole 4.5 inches, chest 6.5 inches, waist 6 or 5.5 inches. And I took all the fabric from the bottom of the dress. After that, I will join all the marks together, and if you have noticed, I left about 1 inches and then cut it because the mark we just made these are the marks for the stitching. And now for the neckline, the width is going to be 2 inches and the depth for the front neckline is going to be 2 to 2.5 inches, and for the back neckline the depth will be 1.5 inches. Straighten up any fabric from the bottom, and now I will open the back middle seams up to 4 inches, and this is where we are going to create the button strip, or you can add the zipper. I will take one of the remaining fabric pieces and I will cut it the length of 5 inches and the width would be 4 inches, and then I will cut open the slit from the middle, and the slit length would be 4 inches again. Now I'm going to place the fabric piece on the back side of the dress, and you have to make sure that both the right sides of the fabric piece and the back panel is facing each other. And when you are sewing this strip, make sure you sew on a V shape. So now it's time to fold the button strip. So one side I will fold it halfway, and one side I will fold it all the way in. So I have already explained you in my other videos, and I have decided instead of explaining to you, I will just let you guys see it, so it would be more, hopefully for a lot of you who don't understand how the way I am explaining, this is going to be easier. I have cut the extra fabric from the back side after sewing the button strip, but I didn't overlap it. I haven't overlapped the button strip yet because I have to make a top stitch on panels. So starting from the middle, and let me show you how I finish the button strip. So starting sewing from the bottom, and when I come close to the button strip, I overlapped it and sew it about ½ inch. Then I pushed away the fabric from the right side and finished sewing on the left side. And now the back piece is done, and let me finish the front side of the dress. So for the front, I have decided to add some trim, and this trim I had from my previous project. This is totally optional. I understand that my fabric already has the bold print, but I just wanted to add something to break down that bold print. So for the sleeves cutting, I used the plain fabric, and the length I took was 12 inches and the width of the wrist was 4.5 to 5 inches, but for the fittings I will use 3.5 inches. I placed the armhole cutting on top of the fabric and drawn the shape and cut the shape. After finishing the hem of the sleeves, I will join them. I decided to add a little bit more details around the sleeves area. So what I basically did, I just pinched the fabric from the middle and created the pleat and sew it from the middle, and I stitch about 3 to 4 pleats and then attach the fabric buttons. These are the homemade buttons, fabric buttons, and I will upload the video so you can check that out as well. Now for the fittings, what I have done is first I will pin all the fabric, and this way it would be easy for me to sew. So I will start sewing from the bottom so I can sew it perfectly, and I will show you the front side. It's perfect and it doesn't show that I have attached any extra fabric. I'm also attaching the fabric buttons in the middle, and this time I'm using the plain fabric buttons, and again I made it myself. And for the trouser, first I will mark for the length, and the length I required is 17 inches, but my fabric isn't enough, and this fabric was also part of my dress. And what I have decided to do is I'm going to add a belt piece. So that's what I will do at the ends, but first I will start marking. I have two folded fabric pieces, and from the folded side I will mark on 8 inches, and from the top again I will mark on 8 inches, and I will create a straight line. Now mark 2 inches outside of the straight line, and after that I will mark an angle line which is 1 inches upwards from the corner of the crotch area, and I created a curved line. For the hem of the trouser, mark 4 inches, then mark a straight line up to 5 inches and join with crotch area. Or you can join the hem and crotch area point together and mark on the midpoint of that line and mark 1.5 inches inside of that line and join all the points. This is how you can make a straight cut trouser. I will attach the elastic around an ankle area, so I will mark on 5 inches and join it with the crotch area and then cut it. And then after I took this printed fabric, and that's extra piece I have, so I cut it on a 1.1.5 inches, and then I'll sew it. I forgot to mention that I had to cut for the belt, and for the belt what I basically did, I took two pieces of 16 inches and the width I took was 2 inches, and this piece is for the belt. With the help of safety pin, I inserted the elastic. Once you're satisfied that how tight or loose you want it, make a stitch and do the fittings. I have already attached the belt, and to finish off the trouser, I again am adding this fabric button, and I will just show you how I attached it. And I made sure I sewed all the corners, so when my daughter is pulling or running or walking, it won't come off easily. And this is the final result, and I'm really happy. It was very comfortable for my daughter to wear. It looks so nice on her, and I enjoyed making this dress. Hopefully you guys liked it too. Please do let me know how do you like it, and what kind of other designs you would like to see. And that's about it for this video. And some love for my daughter's side and for my side. Please show your love and support to this channel. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Until then, take care, you all. Bye.